Hi. So today I want to talk about some more serious stuff. Um, I have depression and anxiety, and so I'm in therapy. And one of the types of therapy I'm in is called DBT, which stands for Dialectical Behavioral Therapy. And I wanted to share some of the skills that I'm learning in DBT because they're helpful and cool and stuff. So this is my DBT binder. And the skills that we've been learning recently, they're called DEARMAN, GIVE, and FAST. And those are acronyms. And DEARMAN stands for describe, express, assert, reinforce, stay mindful, appear confident, and negotiate. And then FAST stands for be fair, no apologies, stick to values, and be truthful. And then GIVE stands for be gentle, act interested, validate, and use an easy manner. And so one of the things that we can use these skills for are asking for things or saying no to things. And let's just take this paper out of the big binder. That'll make it a lot more easy. Okay. So, this is a chart for asking and saying no. And depending on the level of, intensity, you can choose one of these things. And there are some questions to identify what level of intensity you're at. So, here are the questions, and then you add a point for each question that you answer yes to. So is this, and this is for an instance where you are asking a person to do something. So you ask, is this person able to give or do what I want? Is getting my objective more important than my relationship with this person? Will asking me help me feel confident and self-respecting? Is the person required by law or moral code to do or give me what I want? Am I responsible for telling the person what to do? Is what I want appropriate for this relationship? Is asking important to a long-term goal? Do I give as much as I get with this person? Do I know what I want and have the facts I need to support my request? Is this a good time to ask? So, say you answered yes to 7 of those questions, then you would go back to this chart and choose the intensity level number 7, which is to ask confidently, resist no. So you would ask someone could you please help me do the dishes? And they would say no. And you would say, please, could you help me do these dishes? I really would like it if you helped me. So that's asking confidently and resisting their no. And then if you need to say no to someone's request, here are the questions that you can ask to discover the level of intensity. There's, can I give the person what is wanted? Is my relationship more important than saying no? Will saying no make me feel bad about myself? Am I required by law or moral code to give or do what is wanted, or does saying no violate this person's rights? Is the other person responsible for telling me what to do? Is what the person is requesting of me appropriate to my relationship with this person? In the long term, will I regret saying no? Do I owe this person a favor? Do I know what I am saying no to? Should I wait a while before saying no? And so, however many things you said yes to, say you said yes to 5 things, then you would go to number 5, which is say you'd rather not, but do it gracefully. So, if someone asked me if I could help do the dishes, I would say I'd rather not do them, but I will help you. And so then do the dishes. So that is what you do for those. And you can use the DEARMAN, GIVE, and FAST while you're asking or saying no. like, to use DEARMAN, you could describe the situation by saying, I have a lot of dishes that need to be washed, and then express by saying, I feel like I would feel really happy if you would help me do them, and then assert, could you please help me with the dishes, and then reinforce. If you help me with the dishes, I'll be really happy, because there are a lot of dishes to do. And then use man, which is stay mindful, which isn't really something you say. And then appear confident, which is just to be confident while you're saying what you say. And then negotiate. You could say, like, if you help me wash these dishes, I'll help you take out the trash, or something like that. And then you can use give by saying, like, you can be gentle when you're asking and act interested in what the other person is saying. Like, if they say no, you can be interested and say, like, well, why not? And they could be like, I had a busy day, and you could validate them then by saying, I know you did a lot today, but I would still really appreciate it if you helped me with these dishes, even though I know you had a really busy day. And use an easy manner, like smile and use humor and stuff like that. And then use fast, so be fair to both yourself and the other person. Don't apologize, so don't say, I'm sorry I'm asking you, but could you help me with dishes? Just say, can you help me with dishes, please? Stick to your own values, and be truthful. Do not lie. So yeah, those are just some of the skills that I am learning recently, and I thought I would share them because they could be helpful for anyone, and they're just cool.